Hey everyone, how are you? I'm Melisa. If we haven't met, it's so nice to see you. Today we're going to do a really gentle yoga class. So this will be one that's nice in the evening after work when you just want to unwind, no stress, and all you need is a mat and a pillow, right? Not bad. Okay, so give yourself 30 minutes, turn off your phone, do your best to stay present and just listen to my cues. You can always look up when you need to look up and see something, but I want you almost to use this time to explore your body and get curious about how your body feels in these different shapes. Um, yeah, all right. So we'll start in what we call Sukhasana, comfortable seated position. And I'm going to sit just on a pillow because it props us up a little bit so that when we are seated on something, it allows our pelvis to be neutral. So ideally, we would like our knees to be below our hips. If you're like, oh, wow, my knees are way up high, that's okay. Get yourself two pillows to sit on and see if that's a little bit more comfortable. Cross right about at the mid shins and bring your thumb and ring fingers together. So your thumb will overlap just about the nail of your ring fingers and flip your palms up. Close your eyes and gently draw your shoulder blades back in together. Think about creating space in your body. Breathe in through your nose, feel your ribs expand wide. Open your mouth, sigh, exhale. Now close your mouth and bring your tongue to where the roof of your mouth meets your teeth. Start to breathe in and out through your nose. Can you slow down your breath just a bit? Notice the sounds that you hear inside the room. Your mind might want to run through the events of the day. That's totally normal. But give yourself permission to put that stuff on hold. We've just put it off to the side with our shoes, and you can always pick up all of the worries and thoughts when we're done. Slowly, gently blink open your eyes. Take your hands onto your shoulders. Reach both elbows up high. Now, notice where they go. They might be all the way out here for the first couple of times. That's okay. Can you get them up high? See how our ribs pop? That's fine. Just let it feel good. Do one more big circle. Switch directions. Going backwards is always harder for me. Notice how your shoulder moves. Do one more. Okay. Straighten both of your legs. We're still seated up on something. So I'll show you from the side. When I sit like this, if I sit flat on the ground, if any of us have tight hamstrings, our low back tends to do this. So we don't want that. That's not good for our low back. We want it to be neutral. So prop yourself up on something, grab a butt cheek, pull it out, grab the other cheek, pull it out, so that we can sit up a little bit taller. Now move your ribs away from your hips, flex your feet, and you might even start to press the backs of your knees down toward the ground. Maybe your heels come up off the ground. Take your hands down by your side and root them down into the side of you. Draw your shoulders back in together. So from profile, we look here. Our ears are over our shoulders, over our hips. Gently draw your shoulder blades back and together. Take a breath in and a breath out. One more breath in, breath out. Inhale, take both arms straight up to the sky. Now, as we do that, still lengthen your spine, draw the shoulders back and together, flex your feet so our quads work hard. And don't round forward. Keep the length in your spine as you hinge. Hinge more, hinge more. And then you get to a certain point that you go, that might be about it. And that's completely fine. Keep the long spine, draw your shoulders back, take your hands onto your shins. Some of you might even hold onto your feet, but we don't want to be here. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. One more breath in, breath out. Walk your hands all the way back up and in. Bend both knees. And we'll take your feet about 4 to 8 inches apart. See what feels good for you. Plant them down onto the ground. Take your hands by your side. Now, a couple options for our hands. Either fingertips toward you, which will open up your chest here. That might not work for everyone's wrists. You can turn your hands out to the side if that's better for you. Okay. Draw your shoulders back in together. Give your chest a puff like someone just stuck their foot right into your shoulder blades. Press your hands down. Press your heels down and lift your hips. We don't want the head to drop back. So look at one spot in the ceiling. Notice how your chest opens up. Take a breath in, a breath out. Root down with your heels. Lift your hips a little higher. Take one more breath in. Breath out and release. Lower down. Crisscross your ankles. Take your hands in front of you. Moving the pillow out of the way. Take your knees pretty wide. Crawl your hands forward, child's pose. Once you're here, my feet touch. Roll your sitting bones toward your heels. Once your forehead's down onto the ground, press your finger pads into the floor. Draw your elbows down your back. Shift your weight forward. Make your way to tabletop position. And in tabletop, stack your shoulders directly over your wrists, stack your hips directly over your knees. Hands are shoulder distance apart, our knees and our feet are hip bone distance apart, so about 6 inches. Spread your fingers wide and line your index fingers so they face the front of your mat. Notice if your belly starts to sink or sag, draw your belly in, draw your ribs up and in. Cat, cow. On your inhale, now sink your belly toward the floor. Spread your sitting bones wide, lift your chest. Exhale, start at your tailbone, hollow out your belly, round your back. Press your hands into the ground. Inhale, open up your chest, extend your spine, cow pose. Exhale, hollow out your belly, round your back, cat. One more time, inhale as you open up and extend your spine. Exhale, hollow out your belly, round your back. Come back into neutral, and once you're in neutral, straighten your left leg, press the ball of your foot on the ground. Now, I'm still really strong in my hands. We don't want our chest to collapse. So if you feel like you're kind of sinking down here, that's not good for our shoulders. So press your hand down, pull your armpit up and in to stabilize. Okay? Shift your weight back. Feel the stretch in the back of your leg. Shift your weight forward. Do that again. Shift back. Shift forward. One more time. Shift back. Shift forward. Press your whole right shin into the ground. Brace your core. Float your left leg up parallel to the floor. So you notice here, we're not sinking or sagging. We're not doing anything like that. Pull your ribs in, pull your belly in, stay strong through your back leg. Inhale as you create length in your body. Exhale, flex, draw your knee to your nose, round your back. So you'll feel your core work as you press your hands down. Can you pull your chest away from the floor? Inhale, reach it back long. Exhale, flex. Draw your knee to your nose, round your spine. Inhale, reach. One more time. Exhale as you flex, hollow out your belly, round your back. Inhale as you reach it long, hold it here. Take your right arm forward, turn your thumb toward the sky, draw your shoulder blade down your back. Stay, take one more breath. Bring your hand down and knee down. Press back, child's pose. Take one breath here. Inhale. Exhale, shift it forward, tabletop position. One round of cat-cow. Open up your chest. Exhale, hollow out your belly, round your back. Come to neutral again. So neutral, our pubic bone and hip bones are in one flat plane and we're really active. Straighten your right leg, press the ball of your foot on the ground. Shift your weight back until you feel the stretch in your calves and Achilles. Shift forward. Do that again. Shift back. Shift forward. One more time. Shift back. Shift it forward. Brace your core. Float your leg up so it's parallel to the floor. Now check in. Did you start to sink or sag? Can you press both hands down? Pull your armpits up and in. Inhale as you reach your leg long. Exhale, flex. Draw your knee to your nose. Hollow out your belly. Round your back. Inhale, take it back. Now notice we're moved slow and controlled. There's no hurry. Exhale, flex. A lot of times we'll wobble and then we start to rush because we don't want to wobble. Yeah, enjoy the wobble. Exhale, flex. Inhale as you reach long, hold it here. Brace your core. Take your left arm forward, turn your thumb toward the sky. Draw your shoulder blade back and down. So notice, oh yeah, now we might seesaw, teeter totter a little bit. That's okay. Inhale, stay and take a breath. Exhale, bring your hand down, knee down. Take your knees wide this time, child's pose. Press it back, round your back a little bit. Take one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Shift your weight forward, come back to tabletop position again. So bring your knees in so they're right underneath your hips to thread the needle. Press your right hand down. Inhale, reach your left arm up high, twist. Exhale, thread the needle. Bring your left arm through and left ear all the way to the mat. Okay, now with your right arm, inchworm it all the way to the top of your mat. Press your finger pads into the ground. Draw your shoulder blade down your back. Some of you will straighten your right leg. You don't have to, but you can play around with it. Straighten your right leg and float it up a little higher than parallel to the floor. Now, once you're here, you will wobble, but still breathe. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Inhale. Exhale. Take one more breath. Inhale. On your exhale, lower your knee down, slide your hand underneath your shoulder. Inhale, twist open left. Exhale, take your left hand to the ground. Second side. Inhale, reach your right arm up high. Exhale, thread the needle. Bring your right arm through and right ear to the mat. Crawl your left arm forward. Now you have double-sided tape on each of your 5 fingers. Press them into the ground. Maybe straighten your left leg. Create a lot of length down your spine first. Float your leg up a little higher than parallel to the floor. Now notice our foot's not dead weight. Point your ankle, engage your glutes and lift. For 3, breathe. 4, 5. On your next exhale, lower your knee to the ground, slide your hand underneath your shoulder. Inhale, twist open to the right. Exhale, take your right hand down to the ground. Curl your toes, lift your hips, take it up and back, downward facing dog. Okay, so now in down dog, hands shoulder distance apart, take your feet 4 to 6 inches apart. If you're pregnant or if you have tight hamstrings, take your feet wider. Totally fine. Pedal them right, left, right, left. Now explore downward facing dog. We all have different ways that we like to warm up in our down dog. So play around with it. What feels good for you? Bend your knees just a bit. Straighten your arms. Press your ribs toward your thighs. Start to lower your heels toward the ground as you pull your belly in. Breath in, breath out. Walk your hands back in toward your feet. Once you're here, soften your knees, grab opposite elbows. Shake your head no. Shake your head yes. Release your hands all the way down. Inhale as you sweep your arms out to the side. Reach them up and overhead. Press your palms together. Bring your hands to heart center. Now still keep your feet apart, but we'll take them a little bit closer so they're just hip bone, so maybe 4 to 6 inches. Inhale, reach both arms out to the side and up overhead. Exhale, side bend to the right. As you do that, slide your right arm down your thigh, reach your left arm up and over your ear. Inhale, rise up. Second side bend left. Inhale up, take both arms up. As your arms come up, make sure shoulders don't go up, draw them down your back. Exhale, soft knees, hinge forward, head, neck, shoulders low. Inhale, bring your hands onto your shins. Look forward, half lift and lengthen your spine. Now my knees are soft. Pull the belly in, draw your shoulders back and together. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, reach both arms up high. Exhale, side bend right. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold forward. Soft knees as you do that and lower your head all the way down. Bring your hands to your shins. Look forward, lengthen your spine. So now you might start to feel the stretch in your hamstrings. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your arms all the way out and up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Okay, one more time, just like that. Inhale, arms up. This is a half sun salutation. Exhale, fold. And can you synchronize your breath with your movement? Let your head come all the way down. Hands to shins, half lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach both arms all the way up and overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Step your right foot forward. You'll swivel your back heel to the ground. And with our left heel, take it out just a bit. Bend your right knee until it's over your ankle. So this is a warrior two stance. So I'm going to scooch my right foot forward even more so that I can get maybe a 90-degree bend in my front knee. Now that might not work. So if you're up here, totally fine. Just make sure there's no pain or strain in your knee, okay? Bend it, line it up over your ankle in line with your second toe. So warrior two, arms out to the side, parallel to the floor. Now, just for fun, flip your palms up, draw your elbows into your ribs. That helps to open up our chest. It engages the back muscles. Reach both arms out. Now, warrior two is with palms down. So look at your right middle finger and breathe. While you're here, can you draw your pubic bone up toward your chest? Draw your left cheek in. Your drishti, your focal point, is at your right middle finger. Look there and breathe. Breath in, breath out. Anchor down with your back heel. Inhale, exhale. Breath in, breath out. One more breath in, breath out. Inhale as you straighten your right leg, reach both arms up high, pivot your feet to the second side. So we have to pick our back heel up and take it out just about an inch or so. It's not too much, but anchor down through your heel and pinky toe edge of your foot. So notice how your warrior two feels on this side. Maybe you go for a 90-degree bend in your knee. Again, draw your back butt cheek under. Draw your pubic bone up to your chest. If your arms get tired, you can always bring your hands to heart center for a little bit and bring them back out when you're ready. Eventually, our strength will increase so we can hold them up for a long period of time. Take 2 more breaths. Inhale, exhale. Look at your middle finger. 1 more breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale as you rise all the way up. Straighten both of your legs. Turn all 10 toes to face the same direction. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Reach your elbows back behind you. This will help to open up your chest. Exhale, hinge forward. Take your hands to the floor. Now take them directly underneath your shoulders. Bend and straighten your knees a couple of times. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. So here we have a flat back. Keep the length in your spine. Exhale as you fold. Walk your hands between your feet. Lower the crown of your head down to the ground. So now if your feet are really far apart and you don't have any space for your head, walk your feet a little closer together. If your head's really far away from the floor, you might walk your feet a little farther apart. But what we don't want to do with our feet is this. We don't want them turned out. Keep them parallel. As you root your head toward the ground, draw your sitting bones up toward the sky. Draw your kneecaps to the sky and pull your belly in. Take 1 more breath. Inhale as you lift your head. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Rise all the way up with a flat back and hop your feet together. Take your hands by your side. So this is called equal standing pose, samastitihi, with our feet all the way together. Pick up all 10 toes, spread them wide, plant them back down onto the ground. Draw your sitting bones together. Pull your belly in and draw the shoulders back. Hands by your side, turn your palms to face you and let your fingers rest lightly against each other. Okay. From here, just check in. If you close your eyes, do you feel like one leg is longer than the other? Can you root down equally with both feet? With your big toe mounds, pinky toe mounds, and the middle of each heel. Draw your buttock flesh toward each other. Draw your shoulders back in toward each other. Take 1 more breath. Shift all of your weight onto your left foot. Bring your right knee into your chest and hold it here. So now check in. A lot of times we start to hop around on our ankle. We go, your toes will scrunch up. So you can always take your foot back down, reset your foot, spread your toes. Anchor down through your big toe mound, pinky toe mound, and the middle of your heel, okay? Those 3 places. Right knee into your chest, hold it here. Take your right knee out to the side, bring your foot to your inner calf or inner thigh. Once it's there, just can't go at your knee joint. Once it's there, press your foot to your inner thigh, hug your left hip in, roll your right knee out to the side. Take your arms out, flip your palms up. So I find that arms out kind of helps with balance just a little bit, but there are so many versions of tree pose. Look at one spot that's eye level on the wall in front of you. Don't look at the ground, just look straight ahead and breathe. Inhale, exhale. Now reach your arms up high. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Take 1 more breath. Inhale, exhale. Bring your hands to your heart. Bring your knee forward and release your foot with control. Second side, draw your left knee into your chest. Give it a nice tight squeeze. Draw your shoulder blades back in together. Now, how's your balance on this side? Take your leg out to the side, bring your foot in for Vrikshasana, tree pose. Draw your sitting bones together. Reach your arms out, turn your palms up, and broaden through your collarbone. Now imagine you wanted to touch the sides of the room. Can you actually increase the length of your arms while you're here? And does that make you feel a stretch in the front part of your chest? Yeah, good. Inhale, arms up. Now remember that spot on the wall? Look at it again. Exhale out. Breath in. You can even turn up the sides of your mouth. Breathe out. Take 2 more breaths. Take 1 more breath. Bring your hands to heart center. Bring your knee forward and release lower down. Okay, this time separate your feet about hip bone distance apart. Look down at your feet, turn all 10 toes to face forward. So most of us have a tendency to either turn one foot out, turn one foot in, shift our weight to one side. We want to be completely parallel, equal weight on the right and left sides of the feet, okay? As you bend both knees, turn your knees to face forward. So again, not buckling in, not buckling out, right here. Take your hands back beside you, turn your palms to face the sky. So now as we lower into chair pose, you'll start to feel your quads work. We just want to make sure our booty doesn't arch back like that. Draw your sits bones together and toward the floor, pull your belly in. Inhale as you stand all the way up, take both arms up overhead. Exhale, bend your knees, come back to your chair pose with your hands behind your back like skier's arms. Feel your back muscles work. Press down through your heels, inhale, rise all the way up. Do that one more time. Inhale, rise all the way up. Good. This time down and hold it. Can you broaden through your collarbone? Pull your belly in. Hold 1, breathe. Hold 2, breathe. Hold 3, breathe. Hold 4, breathe. Hold 5. Take your arms forward, rise all the way up. Keep your right foot forward, step your left foot back. Lower all the way down, drop your knee to the ground. Now, once we're here, set your right knee up so your knee is directly over your ankle. You might even scoot your foot forward a little bit and bring your back foot flat down onto the ground. Take both hands to your right thigh bone, press your pubic bone forward and lift your chest. So here, there's no strain in the low back. We want to stretch our hip flexors here deep in our groin. Take your hands back by your sacrum, draw your shoulders back in together, open up your chest. Take 1 more breath. Rise up, take both hands down onto the ground. Straighten your front leg, flex your foot, press your heel down and bring your toes up. Now this is a stretch for our hamstring, so it's the back side of your right leg. Draw your right hip back. Heel down, toes up, pull your belly in. If you feel like you're rounding it all, tent onto your finger pads to lift your chest or even put your hands on books or something. Shift your weight forward. Shift your weight back. Shift forward. Shift back. One more time, shift forward. Shift back. Shift forward. This time, tent onto your finger pads, curl your back toes, lift your back knee off of the ground. Step your back foot in 1/3 of the way and bring your heel all the way to the floor. Bring your hands to your hips, rise up. Inhale, reach both arms up high. Find the length in your spine. Exhale, fold forward, take your hands to the floor, fold over your right leg. Now here, our legs are still really active. Press down through your left heel and the ball of your right foot. Draw your thighs in toward each other. Lift your head, bring your hands to your hips, stand all the way up, step your left foot forward, step your right leg back, drop your knee all the way down, untuck your toes, Anjaneyasana. So start here with your hands on your thigh bone, draw your pubic bone forward, lift your chest, and then maybe take your hands to your sacrum if you like that. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. One more, inhale, exhale. Inhale as you come up, take your fingertips to the ground, half splits, Ardha Hanumanasana. So Hanuman, this is Ardha Hanuman, so half monkey god. He was a god that looks like a monkey. And there's a story of him jumping over the ocean in the splits, which is where this comes from. Press your heel down, turn your toes up, draw your shoulder blades down your back and feel the length in your hamstrings. Go back and forth between the two in whatever way feels good. Next time you come forward, tent onto your finger pads, curl your back toes, lift your back knee up off of the floor. Good. Step your back foot in a third, bring your heel all the way to the ground, bring your hands to your hips and rise up. Square your hips. So if you need to step your foot right to the right, you go ahead and do that. Inhale, reach both arms up high. Exhale, fold forward over your left leg, pyramid pose. So now once you are here, I want you to feel the stretch in your left hamstrings. We have to really draw our left hip back, pull your belly in and roll your thighs in toward each other. Take one more breath. From here, take your hands down onto the ground, pop your back heel up. You'll step it into a short downward facing dog. Look forward as you hop all the way through. We're coming to a seat, so crisscross your ankles. Lower your bottom to the ground gracefully. Once you're there, take your legs out wide, Upavishta Konasana or straddle stretch. Press your heels down, toes up. Crawl your hands forward. So if you can, pin your butt bones to the floor. Inhale as you lengthen your spine. Exhale, take it a little farther forward. Do that again. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, maybe go a little farther. So we always listen to our bodies, and our bodies will take different shapes on different days. And in yoga, we're not looking for to go beyond our edge. So it's really important that you listen to, what's my natural flexibility today? Stay low, crawl over your right leg. And then you honor where that is. Once you get to that point, hold it for a few breaths. And you'll notice that after a few breaths, it's like your limbs just get longer. But we don't want to force anything. There's no pushing or go harder in yoga. It's all very intuitive. So you ask yourself, how does my body feel in this shape? And if I were to go farther, would that be good for my body or not? That's what I think is the hard part about the yoga practice. It's not the flexibility or even the strength, although we build flexibility and strength, but it's about listening to and really honoring where we are on any given day. That requires slowing down. Walk your hands forward, walk all the way back up. Okay, from here, bring your feet together, knees wide. Take your hands onto your feet. Peel your feet open up to the sky. Inhale as you lift your chest. This is a flat back, hinge forward. Baddha Konasana. Rise up. Bring your hands to your thighs. Bring your knees all the way together. Swivel around. From here, take your hands to your thigh bones and lower down super slowly, super slow, super slow. Once you're there, bend your left knee, take your left ankle over your right thigh bone and roll it out away from you. Take your right foot up off of the ground. So now we're in this figure four stretch. Slide your hands back either behind your calf or behind your hamstrings or reach your whole shin and draw your leg in toward your chest. Soften your shoulders, soften your jaw. Breath in, breath out. Release your arms, but leave your legs just as they are. Drop both legs over to the right. Now, once they're there, plant your foot down on the ground, roll your knee toward the sky. Reach your left arm out to the side, look at your hand. Again, breath in, breath out. Come back up into center, lower both feet down onto the ground. Second side, take your right ankle over your left thigh, roll it out to the side. Figure four. Keep your figure four legs. Take your arms out like a capital T. Drop both legs left this time. Reach your right arm out and look toward your right thumb, then close your eyes. Doesn't have to be a big twist. Let it feel good in your right hip. Breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Breath in. Breath out. Come right back up into center. Lower both feet down onto the ground. Separate your feet 4 to 6 inches apart. Press your upper arm bones to the floor here. Now get your elbows really close into your ribs. Start at the bottom of your spine. Press your heels down. Lift your hips up. Shoulder bridge. Inhale, stay, take a breath. Exhale as you roll down slowly, one rib, one vertebra at a time. Do that again. Inhale. Exhale, peel your hips up. Now we try to get our knees over our ankles. So if you feel like your knees are here, you'll either press your heels down and press your chest closer to your face, or walk your heels a little farther away from you. Really slow her down. One more time. And release, lower all the way down, sink super slowly. Once you're here, take your legs out wide. Shake them, shake them, shake them, in and out, in and out. It's just a few moments of quiet. Give yourself permission to be completely still. If you have an eye pillow or a small towel or washcloth, place it over your eyes. As you're here, I'm going to guide you through some breath work. Exhale completely. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Continue on your own for 2 more rounds. With every exhalation, let your body relax, sink deeper into the floor. You're welcome to stay longer if you can. Otherwise, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circle your wrists and ankles. Take a big stretch in whatever way feels good. Roll over onto one side, curled up in a ball. Whenever you're ready, press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. You can take your hand up and hold onto the side of your neck. Just make sure your left shoulder is nice and heavy. Bring your chin to your chest, 1 inch. Switch sides, left ear, left shoulder. Chin to chest, 1 inch. Come up to center. On your inhale, sweep your arms all the way up and overhead. Press your palms together. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Take a moment, think of someone or something that you are grateful for today. We'll close our practice with a mantra, and it goes like this. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be free from suffering and the root of suffering. Okay, so we'll say that together. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be free from suffering and the root of suffering. Bring your thumb knuckles to your third eye. We bow in gratitude and respect. The divine light in me honors and sees the divine light in you. Namaste. All right, yogis, beautiful work. I hope you had a really great practice. Use this anytime you want. And I hope I see you in some of the live classes at some point. You can always email me when you have questions. So let me know if you've got questions. It's Maka, M-A-K-A, movement at gmail.com. And yeah, let me know what questions you have, or even what postures or what type of classes you'd like, so I can make sure we incorporate that into our sessions. All right. Stay safe and stay well, and I will see you soon.